Hey everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers for the week real quickly here. Newly actives in terms of a weekly looking back, we're in the 120s at this point. We had a surge here at 161. That was the highest number since post-COVID. Prior to post-COVID, we were in the high 100s into the low 200s, and so relationship to that here, that's where we are at this point. But we did have the highest number of total on market at 551 here and 547 for the year, and then post-COVID. Pending inspections are kind of holding right around the high 30s, and that doesn't make sense until I get over the ratio. So let's just go over there and take a look at that. Your 6-day off markets in relationship to your pending and pending inspection. So those properties that either go pending inspection or pending, your 6-day off markets of that makes up just around mid-low 40%. So 40% of those that are going into pending and pending inspection are doing that within 6 days of going on market. And if I look at the numbers relationship of those that go into a 6-day off market in relationship to those that come on market in a week, we're just around 40%, right? There's our pretty much our numbers holding there. So certainly a seller-friendly market. Northwest Multiple Market Watch, that thing you see on the first page of your whatever it's called matrix, they're showing a much higher number for pending relationship to newly active at 160% surge yesterday, 2 days ago, excuse me, and 149% yesterday. So pretty much your inventory on a weekly basis is kind of dipping a little bit here, coming down. Your pool of total actives did hit a higher number here, but it's rolling back, and your ratios show that your things are moving off market fairly quickly. Now this is from Othello on the south end to 145th in the north end, and then water to water on east and west, and looking just at residential. Okay, so that's the quick report for the day. Oh, let's do this. If you want, let's take a look at last year and see what those numbers look like. And here we go. So last year at this time, let's take a look at our ratios. That's probably the most important thing. Our 6-day off markets to pending and pending inspections on a weekly basis, that was hot at that point in the 30s, in the mid to high 30s. You can see it fluctuating up and down. And our 6-day off market in relationship to newly actives, here we're in the 40s, and we came down into the 30s, and we did a little bit of a dip there for some reason, but that's kind of what those numbers are. So let's call that mid 30s, right? And if I go back to our stats tracker, we're at mid 40s. So we're at a higher level of this, and our volume of transactions going off market. Let's take a look here. Our total pendings on a weekly basis at that point in time are in the 80s. I'll call it, just really roughly rounding. Whereas at this point, our pendings, whoa, right about the same place. Look at that. Huh. You know, a little bit of difference, but not a heck of a lot. And so you can see that with a lower number of listings in a weekly basis. Finally, let's do that again. Yeah, they're in the, well, they're not that different. They're a little bit higher here a year ago. 147, 137, 141, 124, 149, 150. And here we are at 153, 157, 129. Boy, we're fluctuating up and down too. But if I roughly rounded, we'd probably be not that far apart from where we were last year. Okay, that's the report. Talk to you guys later.